What's up? This is the Word on the Street podcast. Nothing happens in the UFC without me hearing about it. So I bring you the latest UFC rumors and predictions. And we'll get right to that. But I need the internet to help me out of this bind I'm in. So I'll just lay it all out there for everyone listening. I'm in pretty fucking deep with some bookies from Brazil. So the only way I'm going to be able to pay them is by getting in the cage and fighting. Just a reminder for the people out there who aren't regular listeners, I'm a black belt in Thug Jitsu, training under Master Eve Edwards and representing Austin, Texas, straight up. I'm pretty damn sure my UFC skills are tip-top, so it's time to get a fight and pay the bills before I catch another beating, alright? Good news, though. Last night, I got pretty stoned with my dog, Alf, and I ended up reading Joe Rogan's message board for hours until finally I stumbled onto a post by a guy named Mex promoting his new MMA fighting organization called Mexico Fighter. They might be hooked up with the cartel or some shit, but that can't be any worse than the Brazilians, right? So this guy Mex is apparently a co-owner of this new organization, and I struck up a conversation with him. Bottom line, he's going to try to get me a fight against Eddie Sanchez, guys. So wish me luck, and if anyone out there knows how to get a hold of Eddie Sanchez, please let him know that I'm calling him out. And a line has been drawn in the motherfucking sand. I tried to reach him on Twitter, but I don't think he has much understanding of the internet and computers, reading and writing, shit like that. Anyway, let's get straight to the UFC rumor rundown. Here we go, folks. Everyone's talking about the bar fight with Chad Mendes and how he supposedly sucker punched somebody and ran away like some kind of punk. Yeah, well, I'm here to tell you what really happened because I was there when the shit went down, all right? Yeah, there were 40 people involved in the bar fight, but what the cops and the media and the government isn't telling you is that it was 39 people against one. And that one person was Chad motherfucking Money Mendes, people. That's right. Mendes, he was just practicing some breakdancing moves in the corner when he accidentally bumped into a waitress, all right? And somehow the waitress ended up in tears and her dress was missing and she comes running out of the men's bathroom. The details are sketchy and alleged, okay? Anyway, before you know it, she's cooked up a story and thrown Chad Mendes into a meat grinder, all right? These people jumped all over him all at the same time, and Money Mendes was just setting them up and knocking them down one after the other with his UFC powers until the cops showed up. Then he got the fuck out of there and ran into the woods like Rambo in First Blood, all right? I just sat there smoking a joint, and I would have helped him out, except, I can't risk getting injured before my fight with Eddie Sanchez. We've got an update on Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu champion Renato Laranja and the rumors about him signing a contract to fight in the UFC. Middleweight contender Chris Weidman confirmed in an interview with me today that the word on the street is true. Renato Laranja is actually training Weidman in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu in preparation for a possible fight with Anderson Silva. This is bad fucking news for Silva, as much as I hate to admit it. And apparently, our story caught the attention of middleweight superfighter Michael the Count Bisping, a longtime arch nemesis of Laranja. And he was super fucking pissed, and he took to Twitter in a heated exchange that ended with Bisping promising to organize a group of homies to storm Renato's dojo, just like in an old kung fu movie or some shit. I'll admit, I wasn't a Michael Bisping fan until I saw him stand up to this fucking Laranja guy. And now, I'm gonna be right there next to him when he kicks into the door to that fucking stank-ass dojo and starts doing UFC to those goddamn Brazilian motherfuckers. In case you missed it, failed comedian and TV hack Jay Mohr called Chael Sonnen a bitch twice during their live UFC Facebook broadcast last Saturday or some shit. Chael was busy drinking a root beer at the time, so it's not clear if he actually heard the comments. Either way, he slept with Jay Mohr's wife. How about that, Jay Mohr? Huh? He smacked your wife around like an exorcist machine, and it was all just a goof to him. Have fun living with it. And now it's time to light up a bowl because I'm going to tell you how to make some money on UFC 150. Here's the latest word on the street about that shit. Max Holloway is going to stomp Justin Lawrence to death because he swore to himself that he ain't going back to jail, okay? He ain't going back. And that's all my sources would even fucking say about the man. But that's good enough, and that's the word on the street. So bet the kid's tuition on Max Holloway to flush Justin Lawrence down the toilet like so much shit. If he loses, it's going to be because he has the same fucking tattoo as Benson Henderson. The one with the fucking wings on his back. That's fucking stupid. Yum Yum Okami is pissed off as hell about getting knocked out in his last 2 fights. So he's looking to put Buddy Roberts in critical condition, literally. Look for Yum Yum Okami to swing away and go for the secret UFC kill bonus, bitches. Donald Cerrone and Melvin Gillard were best friends and grew up together on a farming ranch in the middle of the ghetto. They trained together for years and passed around the same women and marijuana joints. But now, the friendship is over, fuckface. And the word on the street is that Cerrone, he used to use Melvin as a fucking punching bag back in the day. Alright, just throwing him out of the cage and into trash bins just as a goof. So this fight isn't even going to be close. The cowboy Donald Cerrone is going to turn his ranch into a plantation after this fight. You know what I'm saying? Everyone loves a good race war. As for the main event, Frankie Edgar knows this is going to be the last big paycheck he sees in a while. And he also knows that he's a dead man. Ben Henderson has been up there in Colorado just pushing boulders up the Rocky Mountains. He's been breaking goats' necks when they won't tap out with their stupid little hoofs. He's ready to knock out Edgar, all right? It's going to happen tonight. Frankie, I love you to death. We all do. Everybody loves seeing you fight. But, like Bruce Buffer says it best, man. It's time, motherfucker. It's time. Sorry. That's it for this episode of the Word on the Street podcast, but follow us on Twitter, The Ant Jimmy Show, or subscribe on YouTube to find out when the next episode drops, all right? Next episode, we're going to have an interview with James Toney and this dude from my work that says he was at UFC #1. Tune in next time, guys. Thanks.